Why do people choose assholes over the good ones? It's a simple answer. It's easier to love someone who doesn't love you than it is to love someone who loves you too. Because the person who loves you is going to hold you accountable. The person who loves you is going to challenge your norms. The person who loves you is going to put you in uncomfortable situations to then make you comfortable. They're going to force you to grow. They're going to force you to evolve. They're going to force you to look at yourself and reflect. A person that does not love you doesn't give a fuck about that. A real one is going to make you move, going to make you gradually shift. That's love. A motherfucker that just allows you to act like you're this and you're that, knowing damn well you ain't, that ain't love. That's lust. That's a person just sitting there and letting you fill the space until they find something better. That's why the good ones are still on standby. And you see all these other people in these relationships that don't last too long.
So she makes a couple of good points, man. She makes a couple of good points. What she's really talking about is when a woman meets a man that has a masculine identity and has a program. That's what she's really talking about. She's talking about a man that is always working to be the best version of himself. So therefore, any woman that he brings into his life, he will always challenge her to accompany him to that next level. See, what it is that it's the man who loves himself that shows real love to a woman. You understand? It's the man that understands his masculine identity, a man who embraces who he is, a man who understands who he is and understands his purpose. That's the man that a lot of women have a difficult time dealing with. So they'll rather deal with the pookies, the ray rays, the assholes, the dudes that are underachievers sometimes, the dudes from down the block. Because it's easier to deal with those dudes because those dudes are not really asking for much. They really just asking for pussy. You understand? They really just asking for sex, right? When you're a man with a strong masculine identity and you're always striving to be the best version of yourself, you need to have a woman or women on the team that understand that vision and that can be an enhancement to that vision. So guess what? Because I'm always working on the best version of me, then I'm going to need the best version of you too as my woman. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the challenge comes in. And that's why there's a lot of women out there that when they are face to face with a man with a strong masculine identity, an actual good man, they don't know what to do with him because the man knows so much about who he is and his program can be strict at times, right? A lot of things with that man are scheduled, right? He doesn't do anything without a purpose. He doesn't do anything without a reason. And he doesn't let anything take him off his focus. You understand? He doesn't let sex or pussy or vagina or a woman stroking his ego, none of those things can control him because he's too focused. And if she wants to be a part of his life, she also has to be focused. She also has to be focused on showing how she can be an enhancement to that man's life. So she always has to reach within and come up with the best so she can show herself to be valuable to that man. That is a man, like I said, with a strong masculine identity, a man who knows who he is, a man with supreme knowledge of self who is on his way to self mastery. So, like I said, the person who loves you, the reason why they can love you is because they're so good at loving themselves. And as a man with a strong masculine identity and as a leader, he takes the lead by showing that woman how much he loves himself, how focused he is, how much he is on his program and needs her to be on his program. He needs her cooperation. He needs her to challenge herself to be the best version of herself, to show herself to be an asset to his vision. You understand? It's too many guys out here with no vision, no masculine identity. And a lot of times women get with these guys simply because they know that that man is not really going to ask much of them, but just for sex or whatever it is, something frivolous. But then again, like the lady said in the video, then you wonder why these relationships fizzle out or they last much longer than they need to. You know when you're in a situation with no substance. You understand? If you're keeping it real and you're not lying to yourself, you know when you're in a relationship with no substance. You know when you're not being challenged. You know when you're just stuck in a comfort zone and nothing is really happening. You understand? And I'm not talking about all that, going from single to girlfriend or going from F buddy to relationship and all that other stuff. I'm talking about being challenged in general, no matter what stage of the relationship you are. You understand? Whether you're just getting to know somebody or you are F buddy or you're dating or you're in the vetting process trying to become somebody's girlfriend. The bottom line is, when you're in a bullshit situation where you're not going to grow, where this person is not challenging you and you're not challenging yourself. You understand? And even when you challenge yourself to try to be something more than you are, the person doesn't even require it. And so it's like you're doing it for nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. There are certain relationships that show themselves to be a place where you are going to be challenged, where you are going to be called on to enhance, that you're going to be called on to meet the requirements of that man's program. And these are the things that women sometimes they run away from it. And sometimes when they're ready, they're up to the challenge. And that's when they could get into a real relationship. So the thing is, guys, as men, you got to have a strong masculine identity. You got to always strive to be the highest version of yourself and only deal with women that show themselves to be of value to you. Yeah, you can run around, smash whatever you want to smash. But when you taking time to deal with a woman for real, she has to be an asset to your vision. And if she's not, then it makes absolutely no sense to deal with her. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourself, be grateful, and remember the truth is inside of you. Peace.